is this? Okay, there we go. It is November 12th, 2024. November 12th, 2024. Video 2. Quick attempt at a tiny bit of clarification. In my long video that's uploading right now, general update video from today, I rambled a lot, unfortunately, and I mentioned about the cognitive dissonance that I'm having, and I mentioned, what if my child abusing ex, was pedoing, essaying, and graping my youngest and child, and what if he stopped because child isn't going for it anymore? Is it okay then? Is it okay? And so I was talking about that and cognitive dissonance. I don't feel like it's okay personally, but I'm talking about how other people see it. I'm talking about how the system would see it and things like that, and the cognitive dissonance. I want to clarify that I am not and was not saying that that abuse stopped. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I was just basically talking about I don't know for sure at this second in time if it's stopped at this moment, and if it has, if it will resume. I do know it was happening, and it was happening it was happening years prior, and I do have some proof. And then as far as having to put the dogs down, the abuser attempted to lie and say that I was making money off them and selling puppies and all this nonsense, which is utter, total garbage nonsense. Just in case anyone ever sees these videos and comes running forward, gushing about the fur baby and fur babies and how they will save the fur babies. Like Winnie the Pooh, not all bears are Winnie the Pooh, and not all canines are fur babies. The best reference is a video that was done, a dog whisperer video about Cesar Millan. And it was an episode where there was a Rhodesian Ridgeback mix that rescue had taken in, and the rescuer had done a lot of obedience training on the dog. And the dog was not a pet. The dog was not suitable to be a pet. Cesar Millan said the dog was not suitable to be a pet. And Cesar Millan ended up getting the dog rehomed with a professional agency that, had sniffing dogs for detection. That Rhodesian Ridgeback was not a fur baby. It did not want huggies and kissies, and it was not suitable for family and things like that. These animals are not fur babies. I can actually do a lot, if my health weren't failing and if I had the time and the resources, which I don't have, and my health is failing. I could do a lot to help in that regard, but I can't. I have to get situated to evacuate, and that cannot prevent me and from evacuating. Ultimately, it cannot, that situation cannot prevent me from getting things situated, getting things packed away, getting things fixed that need to be fixed, and getting myself evacuated if there's any way. And it's going to be hard enough and impossible enough to get myself evacuated without that situation, without that, overwhelming concern. And there is no other better option. There is no other better option. So anyone who wants to gush and cry and come running with their arms, outreached and all of these things, watch the Cesar Millan Dog Whisperer episode about the Rhodesian Ridgeback mix that he helped to get rehomed as a professional, bomb and drug and whatnot sniffing dog. It's like that situation, except for I don't have the health, the resources, or the time, or the situation to do what Cesar Millan did. This is not like that. This whole situation is not like that. I am being rapidly destroyed, and I will probably end up rapidly unalived, because my health is not going to maintain. The infection and my jaw and whatnot, that's going to come back. A lack of heat and extreme winter, it's going to be a problem. Inability to have food, it's going to be a problem. I weigh 110 or so pounds, and I'm 5'9". It's going to be a problem. It's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. And the joke situation, the joke I get every twice a month, it's going to keep getting reduced. Even if it were to stay exactly the same as it is now, it is not enough to scrape by. And there's a lot of bad things happening. What I tried to set up for and what I tried to prepare for was a situation where I rescued my children, and we lived reasonably happily ever after. And I did not plan on preventing them from having any contact with the abuser. I would have only stepped in to put any brakes on if there was active abuse going on during the contact. I would not have done this. What the abuser has done. I would not have done that. No. I wanted them to see for themselves. Just see for themselves. Figure it out for themselves. So I set up for the opposite of this. And there's reasons why, which if I can ever get situated to where I can explain it all, it will hopefully make more sense. But I did not set up for having food storages of the things I can eat, which is technically not supposed to be anything, that would last, 5 years or more, where I could just, swoop in, living in a vehicle, and grab, boxes of rice and, some cans of applesauce and the things I can eat, and then swoop out to go live in my vehicle again, and just kind of swoop in every so many months and get, rice and applesauce and the few things I can eat out of this storage that I had stocked up, safe and,